Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Now up to 4,000 subscribers as of today, or maybe yesterday, so thank you very much to everyone for subscribing, coming back to the channel, watching the channel, commenting, good comments, bad comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, it doesn't matter, you're here, you've watched, brilliant. Now, I've just done my head shave using Declaration Grooming, which I'm using for this shave as well, Declaration Grooming After the Rain. The scent on this, it's just wonderful. It doesn't smell anything like I thought it would. It smells sweet, it smells citrusy, it's almost gourmand. It has a little hint of sort of Creed Aventus through it. I'm not quite sure what they were trying to hit with it, but it doesn't smell like After the Rain to me, unless it's an amazing place and I have to visit there and then move there, because it would be the best smell of After the Rain ever. Now, I've already whipped up a bowl lather. I've got my brush sort of loaded. I've just taken a phone call for about 20 minutes. Now, this lather in this bowl has sat there for 20 minutes. It hasn't really moved much. There's a little bit of aeration in there, so I'm going to smash that again with a brush. I'm just going to put a little bit of water in the sink just now. Now the brush, as you've probably seen from the head shave if you watched it, is my rhodium knots 28mm in my That Darn Rob handle. Absolutely stunning. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to dip the tips in the water and then go straight back into this bowl. God, this is still thick. The fact that this has sat here for 20 minutes is testament to how good this soap is. Now I haven't used it on my face yet, so this is going to be really, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I haven't done a bowl lather for a long time. I am using my Saponificio Varicino shaving grail, which, that's the writing at the front there. It's a very ergonomic bowl, very easy to hold. You never feel like you're losing grip of it, and it whips up a great lather. Now I'm not by any means a great bowl latherer, I'm by no means a Don Youngner, but I do okay. I just tend to find that my lathers don't seem to be as thick and dense when they come out of a bowl. However, a lot of that comes down to the soap itself, and this soap is very, very glossy, it's very creamy. This is a little bit aerated compared to when I did the head shave because it has sat for so long. So it will be interesting to see how it deals, how the actual properties of it work now. So as you can see there. So we'll just leave it at that. It's certainly still aerated, I will say that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill the sink up. Like my face, it's a cold water shave. I have had a shower. Obviously, like I say, I've had a phone call there and it lasted quite a while. It was about my salary continuation insurance for breaking my arm. Which has now been approved. And the first payment was in on the 11th of January and I can't wait. Right now I'm working this lather on my face, I'm just going to scoop some extra out of the bowl. Add a little bit of water. I'm not quite sure when this is going to be ready. It's certainly dense, but it's not heavy. It's not a heavy, dense lather. It feels very light in my face, but it feels dense. It doesn't make much sense, but it feels dense, but doesn't make much sense. Now there's the brush, absolutely chock-a-block. The bowl's still got loads of lather in it, and I am going to be using two razors today. I'm going to use my Feather Stainless Feather SS Chevette, which was, as I mention every time, very kindly piffed to me from Craig Stanley over at FaceFat. And here we go, I'm just using this basically at the moment. Not every shave, but most shaves. Just for the first pass. Mainly just trying to get a feel for the razor. I've got, see there, it's a very, very good lather. Wow, it's actually very, very nice. It's not a heavy lather, and I do quite like that. It doesn't feel too much on the skin. It feels really nice. The scent on it is superb. Scent strength is great. It's certainly very slick. Now I am shaking a bit. I've only had one coffee today. I'm certainly getting better with it, and it feels more and more comfortable every time I use this Chevette. I'm just going to add a bit of one. Oh, sliced my top lip there with it. Goodness me. Whew, stings. It is excellent slickness. It feels like I've actually got a good coating of slickness, quite a heavy coating of slickness on there. Right, let's go back to the bowl. Let's give it a bit of a swirl about, and then I'm just going to certainly a very nice lather. Let's say it's a little bit lighter in area than I thought it was going to be, but I think that's because I bowl lathered it. Now this is actually the third soap out of the 4 that Jack sent me that I've used. Heaps of weepers down here. That's just a Chevette. I should really come up against the grain, or come with the grain more on that side. Down the bottom, I'm really going across and against down there. And as you can see, it causes me a few issues. But one thing the Chevette surprises me with is how close a shave I get with it. It's very close. So when I get onto my neck, there's not a whole lot of hair left, even though I've got a few weepers. I'll definitely try loading from the silk with softer synthetic as well. The reason why I bowl lather today, as you can see from there, I scooped it out that side. It's borderline a cream. It's not really a soap for me anyway. I think it's just far too soft for a soap. And the other one I've got from Murphy and McNeil is pretty much the same. It's not they're not soaps, they're crops at best. Certainly a wonderful scent. A scent that, had I picked this up in a shop, a little hair there, 1 out of 10 shaves isn't too bad. Beautiful. Right, so a third. Final pass. I've got a 5th use Gillette Super Stainless Spoiler in here, and it feels brand new. That's one thing I'm noticing with this card now. I'm starting to be able to go against the grain. Not everywhere. Certainly one of my trouble spots has always been my chin, trying to get it smooth. It's a very slick soap. It does feel quite protective, I have to say. I do think with a face lather I'll be able to control it more and dial it in more, but it is a very slick soap. Well, for me, you don't come much closer than that. Wow. So 24 hours growth, and I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll just scoop the rest of this out the bowl as best I can, and then I'll empty the brush out. And you can see that is quite airy. The actual properties of it are excellent. And of course, we'll see how the post shave feels. Just going to rinse the brush out as well. So I think considering it was left for about 20 minutes, then reinvigorated with a little bit of water, I think it's performed exceptionally well. It's not a true performance of it or a true reflection of what it is because of that, but I think just given those variables, it's dealt with the shave really, really nicely. And my skin doesn't feel tight, it doesn't feel sore, it feels like I'm going to have a really nice post shave. Just trying to clean the brush out now. A bit of lukewarm water, and I've just switched it to cold now, just to finish it off. Just want to try and show you this brush soaking wet. Look at that. What a knot. And it's getting better. It wasn't as good as this when I first got it, and the more that I use it, the better it becomes. When you give it a good flick out, that's what it looks like. So very much, if you look at declaration grooming brushes online on YouTube, watch videos of it, it's very reminiscent of that. But of course it's a rhodium knot, it's not a declaration grooming. They are cheaper. I don't know how much they cost to ship to the States and Europe and things like that, but I do know this 28mm will cost you $160 Australian with shipping in Australia. So if you send them a handle, or he gets a handle for you, you'll pay $160 for the hand tied knot shipped to your door in Australia. For 28mm it is $130 for the 26mm, and I don't know how much for a 24 or a 30, but 130 Australian dollars for a 26mm knot is pretty damn good. Especially when the quality of knot. So that's what it looks like once you've actually cleaned it out. Oh, you hear that? Still got soap in it. I'm very much about getting all that soap out. Making a hell of a mess today, that's for sure. So that there, I think is a little ingrown here. Everything else, so there's a few little bits, it's a bit red down there, but that's actually spots of blood from that. I think it's spots of blood. So that's what you want. No noise when you squeeze it. If you squeeze it and you get noise, there's still soap in the knot. Sounds like a squelch. Just give it another dry. What are we up to? Oh, far too much. Is that right? 18 minutes? That's not too bad. Have I stopped this video at any point? It's because I've done a bowl, haven't I? That's what it is. It's not very often I'm at the end of the shave at 20 minutes. Much better. So there we go. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I'm just going to rinse my bowl out. Now for those interested, I did use the leaf razor on my head shave today, and I'm actually loving it now. It took me a while to get used to it for a head shave. It's great for a face shave. I do prefer DE on the face, but for the head shaves it is doing a fantastic job, if not better than any cartridge razor I've used. The more I use it, the better it becomes, the more intuitive it becomes. It takes a little bit of time. Now, Leaf are also in the final stages of testing and producing the twig razor, which basically I use this as my twig. But the twig razor is basically just for getting under your nose, behind your ears, hard to reach areas, because obviously the front of the Leaf razor is massive. So they're releasing a chrome plated zinc one and they're releasing a stainless one. They look very good. I can't show you them, can't tell you anything about them other than the two metals. I think they're going to come in two variations of aggressiveness as well, and it's just going to be ideal. It'll be a full eco-friendly shave then, using a cartridge style razor. But yeah, back to the shave. Declaration Grooming After the Rain Milksteak formula. I can't really, the post shave is outstanding. My skin feels really supple. I've got no tightness in my skin. Now this is a daily shave, probably about 20 hours, 21 hours after my last shave, and my skin feels great. Obviously got a bit of redness here. I'm just going to touch that with a little bit of cold water, just in case there's a little bit of blood on there, but I think it's just a little bit of irritation. You can see it just down the bottom there, but other than that, for me to shave after 20 odd hours, 2 days in a row, it takes a lot from the soap. The soap has to help a lot, and it really has. My skin feels superb, feels amazing. Very, very good quality soap. Like I say, there was a 20-minute delay between me using that soap due to a phone call, so that's pretty impressive. But it's more of a cream. I will use a soft synthetic on it next time, load from the bowl, then face lather and see how it goes. The brush for today was that Dan Robb 28mm rhodium knot custom. It's an absolutely sensational brush. It's just beautiful. That knot is enormous. Just perfect for face shaves and head shaves. I think 28mm, I think that's a sweet spot for me. Personally, I prefer 27 because I don't like even numbers, but it's what it is, isn't it? The bowl, sorry, was the Saponificio Baracino shaving grail. Mine's doesn't leak. Apparently there's a lot of issues with the seals leaking around here. Mine's doesn't, thankfully. Makes a great lather. It's very ergonomic, comfortable. You've seen the lather it made, it was great. Oh, that feels amazing. It's like velvet. Moisturised and velvety. Beautiful. Started off today with the Feather Artist Club SS, which I'm really enjoying, and I'm getting great first passes from it, other than the little slice here and a little bit of weepers. It's very comfortable, it's efficient, it gets a close first shave, so I don't have to, I find I don't do quite as much with the D after. And finished off with the carved Christopher Bradley razor in aluminium, the best of the carved range in my opinion, until titanium comes along. And other than that, I'm not going to finish with a post shave today because it's not required. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I hope you're having a wonderful time at the start of the new year, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.